Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Well, today we have another in our series of Q&As, and this one is number, believe it or not, Q&A 24. That's like double the double. The 2 becomes the 4, and we got a 24. I am like always utterly amazed that you guys keep coming up with new questions to ask me. I really am. I do want to let you know this though. If you are a person who has asked a question because you're catching a Q&A and it's actually been answered before, then I will write the answer to you in the comments below. It's not that I don't want to re-answer your question on video, but it's already been done in one of the previous Q&As. So don't feel bad if you are watching for the first time and you're like, oh, I've got this question. What's your favorite color? Well, I probably have already answered that many videos ago when I said that my favorite color was yellow. But without further ado, let's get started with Q&A number 24. Theta, or Theta, T-H-E-I-D-A, says, what do you do with the crafts you make in your videos? Well, we make the crafts in the videos, and we often make multiple versions of them. And then what we do with those is we use those to make step-by-step photography images that we put on our website, so that we do a DIY step-by-step on our website, which is www.sophie-world.com. So if you're not a person who learns by video, you prefer to go step-by-step with words and pictures. A lot of people are like that. They like that better. We have that alternative for you. And so all of that stuff gets used to make our DIYs for our website. But when we go on appearances, when we go and we do classes and stuff like that, we often take those supplies with us, those done crafts, to show people how to do them, or also to give them away as little bonus incentives for coming to the class, thank you, blah, 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 that kind of thing. When we go to appearances, sometimes we do what we call the spin the wheel, and people can win something that we've made on a video at like Maker's Fair and that kind of stuff. So we actually do utilize and give away a lot of the stuff. We use it for set dressing, for when we do other video stuff like at Sac & Co. So we use all the stuff that we make pretty regularly, or we give it away. She also asks, or he also asks, do you have any tips for someone who wants to be a crafter or write a crafting DIY book like you? Okay, I learned a lot when I wrote my book, Sticky Fingers, DIY duct taping projects. What I really learned is that you have to be very attentive to detail, and you want to make sure that you're taking lots and lots of photographs, and you want to make sure that you are doing the project multiple times to make sure that you've learned the easiest way to share it with people. When I'm creating a new craft for my DIYs, I will often do it 6, 7, 8, sometimes upwards 10, 12 times, just to make sure, 1, that I know what I'm doing, and 2, that I know how to teach it. Now, even when I do that, when I get in front of the camera, I still make mistakes. I have learned that my style is really not about stopping and redoing unless something goes really awry, just because we don't have the time when we're filming. And so I've learned to make up for my mistakes. I kind of treat the camera like when I'm teaching a lesson, I treat it like when I'm actually teaching a lesson in person with people. Because if you make a mistake there is no cut. You got to keep going. And so that's how I kind of treat my videos as well. But what I would say to you is, if you're teaching something, you got to make sure that you know what you're doing. So make sure that you do it over and over and over again, and that you talk through it as you're doing it, so that you can learn to explain it well. That's probably one of the hardest things that I've learned about DIY, is actually being precise and concise with the descriptions. And you know, I'm not even that good at it, I will be honest about it, because I'm like thingamabobby, hoochie-bawop-it. I mean, I make up words all the time because my brain is moving so fast, and sometimes my mouth is moving faster than my brain. So practice would be my ultimate point for those of you who want to do DIY videos. Now, if you're going to write a book, the thing about books is you have to understand that it takes a lot of time and energy. I would suggest, if you want to do a DIY book, that you start by writing a DIY blog, so that you do it in chunks and that you can kind of formulate all of your ideas and get them down, and that you can work in smaller bits and pieces than trying to take on a huge, books are huge. They are a huge undertaking of time, of energy. There's so many changes that happen, and it is a slow process. So I would suggest anybody who's interested in doing a DIY book that you could start in little bits and pieces, and then you can put it all together to make one big book. I hope that answered your question. Kawaii Kayla 8 says, emojis or stickers? Well, I love emojis. I think emojis are great. I think they're super fun. I was personally banned by my sister from using emojis, so I haven't had the opportunity to really enjoy emojis as much as I would like to say that I do. But I am a sticker girl. I love, 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 love stickers. I use them all the time. And I think, in all of the projects that I do with kids and stuff, and I love stickers, and especially letter stickers and all the amazing, character stickers that are out there and shape stickers that are out there. I love stickers. I think stickers are awesome. Emojis are fun, don't get me wrong. If it's an emoji sticker, I'm all there. But I would say, for me, stickers. Alyssa J asks, how do you feel now that Donald Trump got elected for president? Boy, is this a loaded question. If you watched one of my earlier Q&As, you'll know that I was voting for Hillary. I'm sad that we're not going to have our first woman president. That makes me sad when other countries have been doing it for years and years and years. I am a little worried about the way our country is going. I think that this is a very big wake-up call for us. I think that our country has a lot of healing to do, and I think that the only way that we can do that is to start within our own homes and within our own friendships and within our own schools, and try to bring people together instead of pushing them apart. And so I'm not thrilled that Donald Trump was elected our president, but I do feel like we as a nation have to look at the political system, and we have to embrace that it needs changes. And how do we help to make those changes? Because there's a lot of angry people in our country, and there's a lot of people who feel like they've been left behind. And so I think that it's important that we embrace each other and help each other and make change within our own communities, because that's the only way that the government is going to take any notice. If we start small and go from the households to the neighborhoods, to the communities, to the towns, to the cities, to the states, then to the country. I mean, maybe we can affect change if we just start pulling together instead of pulling apart. We'll see. She also asks, Alyssa J, do you wear makeup? And if so, how much? And then she says, I hope this isn't a weird question. I love it. No, that's not a weird question. And yes, I do wear makeup. Now, I will be completely honest. If I am going to be at the office and I don't have to see anybody except my staff, I do not wear makeup. If I have some time and I'm not hanging out with, clients and things like that, I do not wear makeup. Truth be told, I'm not a big makeup girl. But I do wear makeup when I do my videos. I do wear makeup when I do my parties, which is, pretty much every single day. I do wear makeup when I do my appearances or when I teach my workshops. So when I have to put my face on, meaning that I have to be with public, I usually do wear makeup. But I'm not a girl who gets up every morning and puts on her face and goes out to see the day. I'm a girl who wakes up at 4 a.m., has a shower, washes her hair, towel dries it, lets it go, and gets started with her work day. I'm a very low maintenance person in that respect, although right now I need a haircut. So I hope that answered your question. Yes, I do wear makeup, but I only wear it when I have to. For more great questions that come from you, come and check us out at sophie-world.com. And if you like us, give us a thumbs up. And remember, I'm always here to answer any question that you ask, as long as it hasn't been asked before, but I will answer it in the comments below if it has been asked before. So come and check us out, sophie-world.com. And thanks for all the great questions.